back to another episode of RNW Podcast. I am Interest We Trust. We have Judah God, and we have HB Bitch, aka the Bad General. We're here for another episode. And again, like we always do, we're gonna start off with the news. So go ahead, Drew, take this away.
But so word on the street is Miro, aka Rusev, for the WWE heads, asked for his release this week. He trying to get up out of AEW. He tired of the BS. He's barely been on TV in the last couple of years. He's not getting booked. Problem is he re-upped with AEW in 2022. He's not set to be free from his contract until 2026. So he's asking for that to be expedited. What do y'all think?
I mean, shit. If you're not being utilized for, your talents and you want to go somewhere or just not away from it, just want to be away from the company that's not utilizing you, I don't see um why not. But I know there might be some legalities and all that stuff, technical stuff that he probably got to deal with as far as his contract. But I mean, ain't nothing wrong with her. There's nothing wrong with asking to get up out of there. But now, will they do it? I don't think so. Um, I don't know if they would either force their hand to try to put him on TV or for that. But I mean, listen, man, you got to do what you got to do. If you feel like you're just sitting there or not being utilized, I don't know. Does AEW do house shows?
Barely, barely.
Okay, so that means he's barely working. That
Yeah,
means he
I
needs
mean
to get some,
there's even times where he's not traveling.
Mm.
right. So
Yeah,
I don't know the details of his contract, but I mean, listen, if you're trying to work, you're trying to work, and if they're not working, you got to try to find a place where you can work, whether that be in the indies or whatever. So
yeah.
yeah, I mean, do what you got to do, bro. Get up out of there because they're not utilizing
Uh, I'm a big supporter in going somewhere where you are wanted. Um, we all have bum ass jobs where we're sitting there and we're like, this shit is whack. Why the hell am
This
I
shit turned
here?
into therapy.
Shit. But like,
you.
yeah, like we just here. It's like, why are we here? This job is trash. Either I'm not being utilized enough or I'm being utilized too much. So if he wants to dip and he feel like this is a chance for him to dip, then why not? Go ahead. And I don't know where he's going to go. I don't know if he's even going to be utilized like that in the WWE. But why not? Give it a shot. See what's out there.
Yeah, I mean he was getting pushed before he left, like maybe like 3, 4 months before he left, because he had the Rusev Day shit, and that shit was going crazy. So I mean, it could work out well for him in WWE, or maybe he needs to hit the Indies and do like some of these other folks have done, like Cody did, Matt Cardona, and
Hmm.
like get your bread up that way, and then you could command like crazy bread on the other side. So yeah, I mean, clearly AEW has too much talent to the point that like somebody as talented as him is not even like you can't even use him for nothing.
Mhm.
Like you can't even put him on TV to lose every week.
Right. At least the man is being seen, got some exposure,
Yeah,
getting some work, whatever. Yeah,
right.
that's why.
The next story is so I know we just talked about how Raw is going to 2 hours for from now until January, and now SmackDown is moving to 3 hours as of January. So
Hmm.
USA was like, listen, we lost Raw. Bet I we gonna take that in stride, but guess what? Fuck all that bullshit. We still having a 3 hour show on our channel.
Hmm. I fucks with it. I'm
Yeah,
100% with that shit.
yeah, SmackDown been on fire, so
Yeah,
I can't
exactly.
even be
And
mad.
I low key think that it's something that, of course, WWE and USA, had an agreement on. Like, hey, listen, we can do 3 hours. Like, I can give you 3 hours of television. So let's fill that spot. And honestly, based off um this week's SmackDown, yeah, yeah, y'all got it. Y'all can use the 3 hours. I ain't gonna hold you, but yeah, I'm with it. Um, again, as far as the Raw thing, I hope we don't lose out on any storylines like we said last time. But Yeah, I'm with that shit. SmackDown's been killing it lately, so I'm more with it.
Well, we clearly going to have some long-term storytelling going with this 3 hours being implemented for SmackDown. So I'm actually hype about that. It was a little bit worrying when it just came out, but now that we're getting 3 hours of SmackDown, I feel more enthusiastic about it, more optimistic. I feel like I feel like not Mondays, but when Raw goes to Netflix, all of that is going to be reverted, and we probably going to get the same or even a better show for a fact. So
Mm.
I don't know if this was just like a business decision, like, hey, we got 3, 4 months before the end of the year. Let's do the 2 hour thing for Raw. Let's get prepared, get locked and loaded for Raw on Netflix, and then we
Mm.
can unleash some fire shit. But for now, we can still give them SmackDown for 3 hours, which you clearly see where the story is going with that. So I'm happy with it.
Yeah. I mean, that would mean we talking like they're going from 5 hours to 6 hours a week of TV, weekly TV. It sounds like a lot of TV for like us to watch and shit, but at the same
Mhm.
time, that just means there's more time to like put people on. So now you can't like, say, oh, we ain't have time to, give you 4 minutes or we ain't have time to run a 35-second vignette or whatever. Like we got time. We
Hmm.
got time to
Mhm.
kill. So, and that means you could put some fire matches in, like 30-minute matches, 25-minute matches in there as well. So, yeah, it should work. I know that the 3 hour shit do be kind of shaky sometimes, but it should work. But
Yeah, I'm with
though,
that shit.
speaking of Netflix, on this Wednesday, the Vince McMahon documentary is dropping. It's 6 parts. I think every episode is an hour or more.
Whew.
The whole
Yeah,
shit
that's
drops
crazy.
at one time. It's no like, oh, you get an episode this week or you get episode one day, boom. Every episode drops this Wednesday.
It's a lot to watch.
WWE, I guess, is upset about it because so WWE actually was not in favor of this. So this was Vince's idea initially. This was never their
Mm.
thing. Vince wanted to do this before he even got caught up and was in his Diddy spiral. So
That's
Vince
crazy.
basically, wanted to do
That's
this to
crazy.
like big up himself. And
Mhm.
then, everything happened. It kind of was on the back burner. And then, he got when he got back into power, he like really forced to make sure that this shit happened. Then he no longer is a part of the project. They had already did interviews and shit with him.
Mhm.
So shit is looking spooky. Essentially, like WWE doesn't have creative control of this documentary,
Mhm.
and neither does Vince. So Netflix is either going to help their cause with this new contract they just signed, giving WWE 5 billion, or that this 5 year deal will be the end of WWE on Netflix as we see it next week. Because yeah, if this documentary is wicked and makes WWE look crazy, I don't know how they're gonna be able to keep that working relationship beyond the contract.
I agree. That shit sounds crazy. It sounds crazy because yeah, I did not know WWE was not in
Mm,
favor of this. So it's
Me
like,
either. Yeah.
damn. So now I really gotta I gotta definitely have to watch it now. I was gonna
Oh,
watch it
D.
regardless, but I definitely have to watch it to see if Vince got said some shit that's probably going not necessarily well, throw WWE or TKO whoever under the bus for a lot. Damn, I'm with it.
It's
I don't know.
it's
That's
crazy
drama.
too because Eric Bischoff, the OG Eric Bischoff from WCW, he was saying that he got a request to be on the dock, and
Mm,
because of what the dock was supposed to be, he declined it because at the time he was not fucking with Vince. He's still not fucking with
hmm.
Vince, but like he really wasn't going to do it because he knew Vince was trying to big up himself. And then he saw the trailer, and there was an interview with him talking about because
Wow.
when Vince signed on to do this, he gave them access to all the library. So
Gotcha.
any old clip that's owned by WWE that talks about Vince, they could use in the doc.
Mm.
So Bischoff
I,
was like, I wonder what I said. Like,
I don't think Netflix is going to railroad that shit. I do feel like they're gonna give a fair depiction of I feel like towards the like maybe I don't know how they're going to synchronize the episodes, but I'm guessing maybe towards the end of the episodes they're gonna probably show his downfall
Yeah, like
and
the last few. Mm.
yeah, and not maybe not give too much detail, but give enough to show that oh he had a great rise and then he had this heyday and WWE they climax and eventually they started to boom 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 and is the cause of these are the issues what caused it. I don't I think that's what they're probably gonna do, especially now that they're gonna have WWE come on their network. Pause. So like that was crazy.
Wow. Wow. And
Yo,
I'm the one
yo, it's always something. No matter
I caught
where,
myself though.
no
I was
matter
quick on the
where,
draw though.
wow.
I
where
was
we are in
double
the
quick on
pod,
it.
it's always something. That's crazy. Okay, go ahead, bro.
All I can think about is Triple H just walking in the office like, so who's next?
So,
Yo,
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
but
Yeah.
yeah, so I don't think they're going to yeah railroad WWE like that wouldn't be in their best interest, especially when they throwing billions of dollars to have the show
Hmm.
pull up on their network. So I think it's going to be done in good taste. I think it's going to be a fair documentary that you probably see on TV. That because
Hmm.
if they did have WWE, I could see them really doing some crazy ESPN 20 for 20,
The 30 for 30 shit?
30 for
Yeah.
30, that's a 20 for 20, 30 for 30 shit where they
Hmm.
go crazy, but they got them on their network, so they won't I don't think they'll go crazy like that,
You
to
know
be
what?
honest.
It's strange though, right? Like I agree with Shanoa, but at the same time, I'm confused. So WWE is tight. They don't want this actually to come out. They must have already seen it and they not fucking with it.
mm,
So, but then they didn't interview Janelle Grant or anyone like on her side to get her side of the story for this documentary. So what's WWE tight about?
I don't think
mm.
they
You see what I'm
seen it.
saying?
I don't think they seen
No,
it.
bro.
You think they seen?
Yeah,
They have no.
100%.
They have
Yes, you do.
no because I feel like they have no jurisdiction over it. So they
No,
might have heard a few things going into it,
nah, just
but
because they don't have creative control, like not having creative control is one thing. But because they in business, I'm pretty sure they have already. I'm pretty sure like Triple H, Stephanie, Nick Khan, like the higher ups in WWE have already seen this doc, bro.
Mhm.
Because then how would they be able to react about? They basically don't want this to come out.
you're probably right. I'm saying they was probably reacting like, shit, we don't know what's in it. So they might be nervous, like, oh, we don't know how they made the film, how it's structured, what light is gonna paint on the company. So maybe that's why they mad.
I mean,
But
that's
if
like
you
me
feel like they
saying he
seen
ain't
it,
know that Diddy had 178 dildos and 1,000 bottles of lube in his crib. Mace would have been the first one to tell us, like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, he a freaky dude. So yeah, I think when somebody's that close to the situation, they already know.
Mhm.
So,
I don't know.
but yeah, so
I
Wednesday,
gotta watch it.
I'm gonna try to at least see two of the episodes on Wednesday. I'm gonna try to
Mhm.
keep it to two. But yeah, that shit spooky, spooky.
Strong.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah,
Strong.
I'm shook. So,
Mm.
Kevin Owens, we talked about him last week. His contract is coming up. AEW explicitly said that they're gonna offer him a contract as soon as his contract is up. Kevin
Mhm.
Owens has already said that he's kind of cool where he's at in terms of he's happy in WWE, he's getting good money, all that. I'm sure he probably would love a raise because who wouldn't?
Mhm.
But he said he's happy. But Tony Khan heard that and said, "Yeah, I'm still offering him a contract."
of course,
Is that fair or
Um,
foul?
it's
that's good
fair.
business. That's good business. Like if you're a businessman, yeah, he can say whatever you want to say. At the end of the day, this is the dollar sign. This is the check,
When he
bro.
talks.
You
Mhm.
you want it or not. You can't hurt you can't fault me for trying. You feel me?
Mhm.
So yeah. I
You
also
sure you
heard
good?
yeah,
You
like
sure you good?
you sure
You
you
sure you don't
good?
want to talk? It's an
You
extra
feel
zero
me?
over here.
Facts. But uh, if I'm Kevin Owens, I would kind of be hesitant on that. I know he said that he wants to, he's good with WWE. I also heard that WWE plans on approaching him, or they have approached him in regards to their contract. But I don't know how
Hmm.
credible of a source that was when I saw that. But you got to see what Ricochet is doing, and you kind of got to see how it's going on with him in AEW. Be like, I don't know if I want to leave that. I mean, or leave what I have going on, especially after what happened on Friday with this thing with him and Cody. Is like, that's a very compelling story outside of the bloodline. Like that's a very well, bloodline still involved, but that's still a very compelling story, which we'll talk about later. But nah, if I'm KO, I'm staying. But yeah. Nick Khan, is Nick Khan, right?
Hmm.
No, or it's Tony Khan. Which one
What,
is it?
AEW?
Yeah, Tony, right?
Tony
Yeah, I'm not mad at Tony for
saying he gonna
offering.
offer.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. You think you might hate? You got enough money, like you said, money talks.
Yeah,
Feel me? So we'll see.
I'm looking at it from both sides. Well, they got $1 billion. They
they
about to
got
get
way
more.
more. They got way more than $1 billion. His
They
pop,
got.
Tony Khan pops got crazy bread.
Besides their own bread, I'm talking about they just got $1 billion to
Oh, the
do
$1 billion deal. Yeah.
the billion
Mm-hmm.
dollar deal to do more shows. So most likely more TV time, their own premium pay-per-view shows going on that could be on what is it, Max? Like they essentially mimicking the way how WWE does things in a certain way. And they're gonna have more TV time and a little bit more money to throw around. So he essentially could look at the deal and be like, well, how is this gonna be structured? Not gonna have 3 days of TV opposed to two like WWE, which means he more than likely will possibly get some TV time. He may look at it from that standpoint, and money talks. Might be possibly to make more money. At the end of the day, they gotta feed their family. So it might be
Mm-hmm.
an intriguing offer. But then on the other side, like you said, he's already one of the big five, big six guys in the WWE. He's always going to be in some sort of prominent storyline. He makes bread off his merch. He gets paid pretty well. I'm sure he's going to ask for more money. As you know, he's been entrusted in one of the biggest storylines over the last 5, 6, 7 years. Dude, Drew, son,
Mm.
I can't with this guy. Like, I can't with this guy, son. Like, this guy, like, I can't,
What I
son.
miss? Yo, hold on, what I miss?
Like, that wasn't even crazy.
It
That
just
wasn't
sounded
even crazy.
wild though. It sounded crazy.
It wasn't
Okay,
even.
You see,
what you
I
say? You
ain't even
saying
say nothing.
thrusted?
I ain't say
What you
nothing.
saying? Because he's saying thrusted. Oh, come on.
That wasn't even the first one. That was wild. Yeah, you got me. Like I couldn't even deny that. That one was not crazy. Like my man's looking for it. Don't fuck up. You better not fuck up. You fuck up on Wild Out. You better not fuck up anyway.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm weak.
Like the shit. Dude over here going crazy. Yeah,
Oh
Woo.
shit.
fuck
Oh,
up my
so
whole
all
thought
right.
now. Oh man.
Not funny.
Shit,
Nah,
gotta
you were saying
remember.
they got bread over there.
Yeah.
KO
Yeah,
got opportunities. Yeah.
yeah. So back on the WWE side, he's a part of the biggest part of the programming that's going on right now. It makes great bread. I don't blame him. I would try to get more money. I would compare the deals and see which one I would go. I kind of agree with Trey. WWE is a little bit more stable. They got a
Hmm.
great formula going right now. Son, they're being marketed all over TV again. Like we're kind of going towards the Attitude Era WWE. Netflix
Hmm.
is coming. So I don't know if I would want to jump ship right now either. But yo, KO, try to get that bread, do what's best for you. I'm gonna go wherever the dollar signs is. So
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think it's interesting that anyone would even consider leaving, seeing where they going right now. Like, I feel like this is the worst time to leave. I feel like in the last like few years before this, like yeah, everybody should have been trying to dip, but this is really not the time to be like, oh yeah, I'm out just to get
Hmm.
maybe a couple more dollars and work a
Right.
little bit less because now they about to, they dropping house shows. They're not doing as many house shows no more. Like everything is looking beneficial for the wrestlers in WWE. and AEW looks like it's too packed for you to really get over. Like I'm interested. Like Ricochet gonna have this match with Will Ospreay, but like, what they gonna do with him after that? Like, are they just gonna throw him aside? Because if that happens, then you should just stay where you was at.
Facts. Facts.
I don't blame Ricochet though, because I feel like they really sidelined him hard. Like he was for the talent he is, he never got a proper push or showing. And the few times that they did, he showed that he can deliver. I remember those matches with him and
Mm-hmm.
what's the brother name that came from UFC? What's his name?
Matt Riddle.
Matt Riddle. Him and Matt
Mm.
Riddle.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the gentleman that did the Black Cross finisher? Alistair Black. Like
Aleister
him,
Black.
Alistair
Mm-hmm.
Black, when they had these little team up tag matches and stuff like that, they was
They was
putting on.
attacking.
They
Mm-hmm.
was going in. So I'm like, he clearly can deliver. You got to do something and try to push him and get him over. But they clearly wasn't interested in doing something like that. So I don't blame him for leaving. Sometimes you got to leave. You got to do some shit, get your name popping again, and then when you have that opening, when they take you back, you can negotiate your terms. Like, yo, I need to do this, I need to do that, blah 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 blah. So I don't blame Ricochet. KO is in a different lane though.
You know, I wonder if Ricochet didn't make it like obvious to everyone that he was about to leave, that he would have got booked better under Triple H. Like I feel like he got booked shitty under Vince that entire time. Like who knows how he was gonna get booked under Triple H? Like that Sami Zayn shit came out of nowhere initially. That wasn't like a story that was building for a long period of time. That just like popped up and then, oh, Sammy, you gonna wrestle Gunther? And then, oh shit, you beat him. Oh shit. But like
Right.
I could see Ricochet in that same spot.
True. But do you think that with Ricochet, it is not just talent? Because I feel like when it comes to WWE, and this is to Shanora's point, like if you can tell a compelling story, then I'm like people are going to be with that. I don't
Mm.
know if he was that good, like with his promos or like on the mic. I don't know if
I don't
he
think
was.
they gave him. I don't know if they gave him a chance to do that. Really,
They
he
never
was
Okay,
gave him
so
a
like
like,
I'll
shot.
say in NXT. He wasn't. He was regular at best. Like
hmm
in comparison to like Carmelo or Trickin, like they nice at that
hmm
shit. They could do a little bit of everything. I don't know if he could. He was ready to do that when he was leaving NXT to go to the main roster. But who knows what he's ready to do right now?
right, that's true.
Like he should
Maybe
be ready
he'll
by
give it a shot.
now. Yeah.
And give him a shake because certain storylines you got to put them in a room to win. It's like
Hmm.
you can't tell me, oh, Shinar, go out and go score 20 points and you're not passing me the ball. Like,
Yeah.
how does that shit work?
hmm
Like, you know what I mean? So it's like they never gave him a fair shake when he got in there. They every now and then they booked him in a good match where he can show off what he can do, but they never gave him a fair shake. Like nobody knew Mello and Trick was gonna go off like that in their storyline. She was fucking fire. It was a big ass storyline. I didn't care about WWE. I was watching NXT. Like, you see this shit? That was a good
hmm
storyline. So it's like, who
Yeah.
you gotta find the sauce as producers and writers to put them in,
Yeah.
and then time to go off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Facts.
And the last story, I don't know if I never heard this until recently. Ken Shamrock recently revealed why he got fired from WWE. I thought he was on PEDs or he just stopped coming to work. He stopped. He got fired for not wrestling China when China was ascending to the Intercontinental Championship.
Interesting.
Yep, he essentially was like, yeah, he wasn't going to, do the job for China. So Vince was
So essentially
like,
putting
she's a
China
star.
over.
Hmm.
So he wasn't
Well,
trying to put China
but he
over.
wouldn't even, he would, not only would he not put her over, but he wouldn't wrestle her.
hmm
I seen a little clip. He was talking about. I don't think it was a problem putting her over, just like she was a woman. So he felt like he was trying to send a message to his children. He always taught them not to put their hand on women and stuff like that. Remember his background. He's an MMA guy, like a real MMA guy. So
hmm
like his background for him to really fight like that and then go into wrestling, and I could see where he's a little bit conflicted. I could see all, but as at the same time, it's like it's wrestling. You know what I mean? So as your children get older, you can literally explain to them, hey, this is wrestling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but
Right.
I'd be
See,
like, remember that Christmas you had, little Timmy?
look,
That was thanks to my match with China. Like,
Hmm.
bugging out.
but that's the thing, and I'm glad y'all gave some context because that was my next question. It's like, what was the reason why he got fired? Yeah, but what was his reasons for not wanting to do it outside of China, it being China and being a
Seemed like
woman? But
moral. Yeah,
it
like
was
it
if
was
it
a
was a
moral
moral
thing.
thing, then I really can't knock him for that because if that's how it's gonna fuck with you outside of wrestling, then yeah, I mean you gotta stand on your morals, you gotta stand on what you believe and how you feel. So it's fucked up that they fired him for that.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't think
crazy.
I mean fire him is kind of wild, but
I mean,
damn, that's fucked up.
that's what the time was back then, though. Like,
And
they
it's also
gave
the
you your
Vince. Yeah.
assignment. Like, yeah, you're gonna have this match. You're gonna do these things in the match. And if you like,
Mhm.
oh, nah, I ain't doing it. Like, come on, Bret Hart. They was like, yeah, you gotta drop the belt, bro. He was like, hmm. They like, oh, all right, we got something for you.
Right.
Like, yeah, like you. I mean, you ain't really have a choice. Like Vince told you was gonna do this, unless you was Undertaker or Stone Cold or something. Like, unless you was the top tier and you could
Hmm.
maybe negotiate a little bit, you was gonna do that. So yeah,
That's wild.
probably missed out on a lot of bags.
That's true. I mean, I always wondered what happened with Ken Shamrock,
Thing
but now I know. Now I know.
because
That's
Ken Shamrock was a star.
yeah, and that's the thing. I feel like
He
he
was a
probably would have
star.
had that that ability to negotiate, but I guess with that, it's just like you're fired. Get the fuck up out of here. So, um,
Vince would have
Bet.
definitely fired me. No, I ain't gonna hold you. I should know I need you to backflip off the nigga. I'm not doing that. I'm not. You want an elbow drop? I got you with an elbow drop.
nah, that
But like,
nigga Vince when that nigga was having everybody kiss his ass on live television.
See, we should have known that Son was a 69 god back then. We should have known he was a fan when he had people kissing his ass on live
Fucking
TV.
freaky frog, man.
it was the
Like,
people agreeing to it. Like, bro, I'm not kissing your ass, bro.
nah,
Like,
some of them didn't agree. Like JR didn't agree, bro. They forced JR to do that shit. I don't know if you remember it, but they dad pushed his face in the
I'm
Son
not
ass.
doing that. I'm not doing that. And then
Swinging on
somebody grabbed
everybody.
me. I'm snuffing everybody. Like, it
Swinging
is
on
what it
everybody.
is.
I feel like
And they gonna
Undertaker
know.
pushed his face. I gotta look it up. But somebody dumb strong pushed JR face into his ass. Wasn't nothing he could do, bro. He would have got packed up. Like
But I know I'm not. It was one or two things. Like, I'm gonna flat out say no, or I'm gonna say, "Oh yeah, I got you." And as soon as you got to hit him with a low blow,
a real one.
a real one. Like,
Word.
you gonna get mad or you gonna sell it? Vince, it's your product. Like, what you
Yeah.
you better sell it.
Smart man. Smart
You know,
man.
blurring the lines.
That's crazy. All right. I bet. So that's all for the news.
Mm-hmm.
I bet. All right. So we're gonna move on to the weekly shows, and I'm gonna be completely honest. I didn't catch Raw this week.
Shit was
I did not.
made, bro.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I don't even
Shit was
remember what
made.
happened. I ain't gonna hold you.
That shit wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing. I watched probably like first like hour and a half
Mm,
and just was like, man, y'all just running in place. Y'all just trying to get to Bad Blood. Which I can't necessarily knock them because there was a period of time where every weekly show was we just running in place until we get to the pay-per-view.
mm,
But like I could tell that there's more focus on this these debut episodes of NXT and all the stuff that they doing on SmackDown. Like there's real
mm,
focus on those.
mm.
So
So it's pretty
yeah.
much like a filler episode type shit. Like they be doing it with series with other series, like just a filler episode. My fault.
Yeah.
Yes, you know?
It's all good now. It was two moments that one. It was Jay and Rhea Ripley. They had a moment. Rhea Ripley had a moment with Finn. Jay came up. Like, yo, it was, I got a problem, almost like defending her. And then, Finn was like, yo, you need to mind your business, watch out for your match. And they had like one of these little ship moments where she was like, yeah, you might be probably out of your league if you're not paying attention. He was like, well, for you? And she was like, no. He was like, I was about to say, which was fire. So it was like great storytelling on that point. So they already
Mm-hmm.
kind of creating that ship going, and then you had Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser. Like they had a moment where it looked like he was about to kind of turn his back on Gunther, but he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So that was good. You know what I mean?
Oh, the
I'm
New
trying to
Day
remember.
about to break up.
Oh yeah, they about to break up.
That's crazy.
I think that's fire. Something new needed to happen. It's over. So y'all ran your course. It's a busy
Mm-hmm.
wrap. They done Ken Odyssey Jones, so they ain't no.
Right. So that whole angle is done. So
That shit is
okay.
going. So they fired my man. So
Oh,
um
Mm-hmm.
EO beat Bianca.
Oh
Match
really?
was forgettable. It was supposed to be Kyrie Sane, but she had that crazy eye injury
Mm-hmm.
like a couple weeks ago when she was leaking crazy. Like, nah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, looks like Raw, like y'all said, was mid from the sound of it. Had a few moments in there. So let's move it on to SmackDown. Who's
Trey was
team?
like, fuck all that. I'm trying to get to
Oh
Yeah, I
SmackDown.
was
shit.
saying.
Oh, I did
Oh, it did,
forget.
man.
There was
Okay.
one other shit that was actually fire, and I would argue it probably was more fire shit of Raw. Bronson Reed and Braun was gonna have a match, but the ring broke, and
Mm,
at some point they was tussling outside the ring, and my man Bronson Reed threw a fan at Braun Strowman,
that's fire.
legit
Now, of
like
course,
12 feet away, like boom.
I gotta ask
Bronson.
though. Probably wasn't really a fan, but I like the idea
Oh yeah, I'm
of
sure.
it.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure it was a
but
wrestler,
that
but
that sounds fire though. That's kind of dope.
That's
That's
my
bringing me
guy.
back to like you said the golden, well, not the golden age, the attitude era type. To me,
Yep.
that's the type of product I like to see. I just see that clip though. I did see that clip and I was like, yo, that's wild. And he really did toss him. He
he
tossed him.
Austin.
He
That's my
tossed him.
guys. I've been told you I'm a big fan of Brunson. That's
I
my
ain't gonna
guy,
lie,
son.
he ain't really help him either. Like, how sometimes you jump up like to go with
Nah,
it. He literally just grabbed something like, man, Braun, hold that. I was like, oh shit.
that
Yeah.
was yeah. I did see that clip, but that yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, they building a monster. They building a monster. That was probably the most fire shit on it. The rest of that shit, like Chanel said, I ain't gonna you could easily forget.
Mm,
Easily forget.
gotcha. All right, but yeah. So for SmackDown, let's
SmackDown.
get right
Trey go
to it.
first. Trey go first. Go on.
SmackDown was fire, bro. Everything about SmackDown, I'm like, yo, they are cooking. I don't even want to go in order. I just got to go with whatever pops in my head with this shit. Like from I don't even know what. I'll start with that tornado tag match because I actually like the way it ended,
Hmm.
where Bailey and Naomi versus Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton. Now I was confused about that match from jump, and I told y'all just like I just don't understand how they're gonna pull this off. But the way they did it, I didn't see it coming with both of them pinning Nia at the same time. So that was
Hmm.
kind of fire. I like that, this, the whole idea of two friends kind of be putting against each other to try to win something that they both want. So it was like that was fire. Um and then you got the Georgia Tech meetup between
Oh, you
Roman and
skipped
Cody.
something.
What I skipped. I was gonna say I'm not going in
Andrade.
order.
He said
Oh,
he
okay,
been
okay,
said he
oh yeah,
wasn't
okay,
gonna
okay,
go.
okay.
He
Yeah,
been
I'm
said
not
it.
going in
Okay,
order. I'm
okay.
not going in order.
That
He
was
been
fire
said
too. I ain't gonna hold you. That shit was fire.
it.
all right, focus. Let's do that then. The
Go
that
ahead, talk
was
about it.
even though now that we're talking about the Andrade LA Knight thing. I was critical of that match because I feel like I saw LA Knight fuck up twice. Me fuck
He
up two
fucked up
spots.
twice on the same spot. What you talking about? Almost three
So
times on that spot.
He
and
messed up. I think yeah, he botched like three times in the match. Two times in
Hmm.
one spot, and it was
mm,
another thing he botched on. I can't remember. But
but I feel like that was a good match. I mean, listen,
Yeah.
Andrade, y'all need to push me even more. Like, only thing I didn't like about that was after the match. That whole shit between him and Carmelo. I'm over that him and
I
Carmelo shit.
actually, I I fucked with that. That was that shit
Really.
Chanel been talking about, the backstage little brawls and shit. I'm with that. I'm with that. I
Yeah,
didn't like the whole he was trying to like dap up LA Knight, but LA Knight
that
was
shit was
being
whack.
weird and that shit fucked up the whole vibe. Like,
I thought it was me because Trey, we was
Yeah,
yeah,
you
because
asked.
Trey and I was editing. So I was like, Trey, was that part of the show or was
hell no.
that wasn't right?
Hell no.
When I
That
watched
what
it
I didn't think
again,
was part.
yeah, when I watched it again, I could see how it was just awkward. Yeah, that shit was just bad. Um,
I think he
but
said
yeah,
something about the elbow because he got cut open.
yeah, like right here, some
But
shit like
like
that. Yeah,
Andrade had to do something when you fucked up when you botched that jumping on the rope shit. So like what he's supposed to look stupid and just stand there and let you finally get up on the top rope?
right,
Nah,
right,
he
exactly.
hit you with a
Rock your shit.
bow. Yeah,
What
and
what
unfortunately,
that was when he got cut, or was it when he
oh
did
yeah,
that
that's
like
yeah.
that turnaround elbow
Mm-mm.
shit? That
Nah,
okay.
you go back and look at it. Like
Mhm.
when he finally gets on the top rope, Andrade is like, and you see him, he like, oh shit. Yeah.
He needed that though because you
Stop fucking
botched
up.
twice. You need like he that was him carrying the match, so it didn't look so obvious. Like to
Yep.
a person who don't really watch too often or who's just watching for the Lord,
He was like,
they
oh
would
shit,
never
hella fake.
realize
Hmm.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. So he like,
He
oh, let me
fixed it.
carry it on. Yeah, let
Mm-hmm.
me do something. You botched twice. You fucked up. All right, you gave me some time. Then jumped and took a bump for you. He took a crazy bump. He took a crazy
He took a
bump.
lot of crazy bumps in that match.
Yeah, he took a crazy bump so you can have a good, spectacular finish. So if you was mad about that, get mad at your bum ass boots for slipping on the turnbuckle. Like, you know what I'm
And he
saying?
had
Like,
butter on his
No,
boots.
I think he just needs to take that shit out of his moveset completely because even I've
He
seen in
wanted to
other
look
matches,
athletic though. That's what it
it's
is.
not working because even in other matches, that shit is scary, my nigga. You're gonna bust your ass. You're gonna
Mm.
bust your ass, bro. So you need to really like either
Yeah.
get better at it or cut that shit out.
you seen
Mm.
him mess up in other matches? I think that was the first time I
Yes.
really seen.
No,
Oh,
he's
okay.
messed that.
Nah,
Messed up.
he's
He's
messed
Okay.
up.
overshot that too. Like
Hmm.
jumped on the top ropes and almost ended going past the turnbuckle type shit.
He's wilding.
Yeah. I mean
He needs to
he
chill out.
is wild athletic, but like, everything you gotta do it like in moderation.
Yeah,
Like make people want to see that move. Don't just do that shit every match. It becomes cliche. It's like Roman's moveset.
right. Speaking of Roman, I like the segue.
But
Roman and Cody and Georgia Tech. When I say the WWE, their writing team was on point. Roman and Cody, their acting was on point. This
Mm.
was, and I seen this on Twitter, so I'm
I
just
don't
gonna be
feel like they
very
was. I
clear.
don't feel like they was acting though. I feel like
I feel it.
there was some real elements to that shit.
And I think y'all said this is Netflix level type
Oh,
of production, bro, because who
them
from
shots, top
it
of the
was the plane.
stadium.
Yo,
I got a
Roman.
couple issues. I let Trey go. I have a couple issues.
I bet let me get to it then. I feel like Roman was vulnerable in the sense of, especially when he said, I had nothing to lose for. Like they took Jimmy, they took my wise men, they took my bloodline, they took
Oh,
my father. Like,
baby face, Roman.
yeah, but still, it's I have nothing to lose. And then, like Chanel, I have to give Chanel his props here. We saw a glimpse of heel Cody. We
Mm-hmm.
definitely saw a glimpse of heel Cody there because
Stupid.
that that man was talking his shit, and I fucks with it. At first, I was iffy about a heel Cody. Like, yeah, he could do it, but once I seen that, I was like, yeah, yeah. And then, of course, the way it ended was fire. Like, you in my way. These niggas say you in my way in life.
In life.
Oh, cinema, as people like to say nowadays, cinema. But yeah, guys, go off.
Um, Now I agree. Let me start with the issues I have with this shit. First of all, you can't be in Georgia and you pull up in a Mustang. You got to be a Hellcat. It got to be a Scat. It got to be a Hellcat. It got to be something like that. Let's
It's
keep it to the
American
culture,
muscle.
right? It is
Mhm.
American muscle. But what is Georgia really known for?
What are Georgia known
It, it,
for? Not
is Cody not? All right.
Cody Raheem Rhodes.
Cody Raheem Rose. Okay, so you're supposed to pull up in the Hellcat. Like that. That was one of the biggest issues I have. Other than
Mhm.
that, I thought that whole shit was fire. It was well done. I thought the acting was on point. On some real shit, I would be okay seeing a movie of this shit. Real talk.
Facts.
Like
Facts.
WWE hired me. I dead ass would see a movie of this shit.
That
I
shit
don't
was
know how
Fast
you would
12.
do it. Low key. I don't know how you would do it. Of course, you need a different plot, but you can use the bare bones of this plot and put it in a fucking movie, and I will go watch that shit. Them two facing off each other. That shit would be crazy. That's how good of writing it has been to get to this point. Um, I don't see babyface Roman. I swear to God, I still see like an anti-hero low key heel. I feel like once if the story pans out a certain kind of way, you're gonna see a heel Roman or anti-hero like Roman. I know it's babyface for now because of who he's squaring off against, but the way how he's talking, I don't get babyface at all. Period. Then you started to get the glimpse of heel Cody, Homelander Cody. I feel like I shit you not, if that's the route he needs to take.
Mhm.
He's already this. If you look at the boys' show, Homelander is this all-American superhero, red, white, and blue. The motherfucker wears red, white, and blue, blonde hair, blue eye. He needs to take that approach. And I would go as far as to say, change your theme music. I would use the Metro Boomin theme song. Have
Mhm.
that the not the theme song. What's the name of the track? Um,
You played it for me when you was
I
watching it
played
the
it,
first
but
time.
the track where the first it comes in as the intro song to the second song, the superhero villains album, and you hear Homelander talking, and you hear the opera lady going off before the beat drop.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to come out to that when he
Mm.
goes here, and I shit you not, that shit will ring off. It will ring off. And we would be sitting here like, yeah, I need to go get some tickets. Like, I need to go see this. I gotta go see this in person. But other than that, I feel like when this when this show moves to Netflix, when they go to those 3 hour time fulfilling from I'm losing my words. I'm sorry. I'm getting so
You
hyped.
good.
They get
You
to
good.
the 3 hour deadlines of each show each week and goes to Netflix as
Mm.
well. I feel like this whole thing is going to take another step to another level for the most part.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what gummies you eating over there, but that's babyface Roman. You ain't gonna get more babyface than I have nothing. He done did babyface promos 2 weeks in a row. Like, do he got to put a flag over his head to let you know that he's a babyface? Because he's doing everything to tell
Oh,
us.
see it.
And Cody, bro, and Cody has positioned himself clearly to be an antagonist in this situation and not truly an ally for him. So, like, we
Mm.
already know that the fix is in. Like, Cody's trying to make us think that Cody should be worried. We should be worried about Roman going into this.
Mm.
I'm gonna let you finish. I got something to say about that. Let you finish.
But I think overall, like, I think I hit the nail on the head. Like, production was crazy. The promos was crazy. I feel like there was mad ad lib. I don't think that was a lot of script. Because that whole "you're in my way in life," that don't sound like some shit somebody wrote. I feel like Roman said that off the cuff, and they was like, "Yeah, we using that shit. That was fire. We're not shooting that. It was one take. Bet we using that."
Too
You said
funny.
what? Oh shit! Keep that. Keep that.
Mm-hmm.
Put
Because
that
even
up. Put
Cody'
that.
reaction to it was like, "Hold on, what?
That's not
I was
ludicrous.
I'm supposed to I'm supposed to be getting the one liners off. Like, nah, that shit was fire. That shit was fire. They
Mm.
gotta do more of that. But like, don't do it every single time there's a huge feud. Like, work that in.
When it's worth it. When it makes
Yeah.
sense.
Mm.
Cause the way they gonna play that video before that match next weekend. Oh, that's not even next weekend, it's the weekend after.
Damn, I thought it was
Right.
next. damn tight. Um,
Halloween week.
Going to the story, I don't think, I really don't. I think it's
You just
Cody's
don't want
turn.
it. You
No,
just don't
no, no,
want
no.
it.
What I'm saying is, listen, hear me. I think Cody's turn is not going to be like how you predicted just now. I feel like after you see how Kevin Owens is moving, shit
That
like
was my
that,
next point.
I feel like something is going to transpire between Kevin Owens and the other few people in the back because of the way how Cody built himself up, which causes him to turn. I don't think he's going to turn against Roman. I think he's
Oh,
going to actually.
I'm not saying he's going to turn against Roman. I'm saying that he is working his way towards turning. I think
Oh,
you will double cross Roman. That's not going to make him a heel. He owes Roman one. Roman stole WrestleMania 39 from him.
yeah, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. I think he's so built in his character to be this outrageous great guy. He's literally
Mm-hmm.
Captain America
The good guy.
of WWE. Yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
you can't. He's Steve Rogers. You can't see him doing wrong. Like you can't see it. So I don't think he's gonna fuck over Roman like that. I think it's gonna come across something is gonna happen with somebody else, which after that match, which causes him to be like, you know what? F everybody. Now I'm wilding. Now I'm turning this and this and that. I've been getting
Mm.
screwed for too long. This I don't think it's gonna come against Roman like that. It's gonna happen with somebody else being interjected in the picture, whether that's KO, because you see that's already being written. KO was supposed to been screw him over when they had that one-on-one match. So I feel like something like that is going to transpire. KO is probably going to see him really helping Roman, him and Roman going off, and he's like, "What?" Probably pop in, screw them over, shit like that.
But
Like
I feel like that
you
puts
heard it here
KO as
first.
a heel, though. Like,
Yeah.
I'm saying,
Mm.
I think Cody's going to get to being a heel. The KO shit is keeping Cody a babyface.
Mm.
It's not
Okay.
allowing him to break out to be a heel. The Roman shit pushes the needle a little bit closer to Homelander Cody than any of these other stories. Because then he gets to lean in on being like the crowd favorite and the kids' favorite and all that. And this Roman
Mm.
shit, he he's getting the old school fans. We like, oh yeah, we like this version of Cody. This is the Cody we was
Mm.
waiting for.
Mm.
And it's the one time that we actually want to cheer for a Roman that
Mm.
is a babyface. This is the only time that we like, yeah, he a badass. Yeah, go ahead.
Mm.
Go get your Ula Fowler back.
Yeah, so I feel like I'm leaning more towards with Shanor in terms of if we're talking about Cody and his turn, because what I can see happening is based off the ending of SmackDown with Cody and KO, it could be a situation where, at Bad Blood matches over or whatever the case may be, again, Romans they lose. I actually don't see them winning, to be honest with you. They lose and they get their ass beat by the bloodline, right? And say actually no, that's not so much. I was gonna say KO runs out to try to help Cody again. Fuck Roman, but he tried to help Cody, and then in some situation where KO's seeing Roman get his ass, where he's letting that rock, but then then Cody comes like, no, come on, let's go help, and that's when you see that because that'll be
Friction.
the closing of the Cody shit with the bloodline and the opening of the shit between him and KO as far as the heel turn. Because I think KO right now
I don't,
is the
I
face.
don't feel like that. I don't think KO is the face because
What?
he was about to use the belt and hit him and handed it to him. Then he was about to use a chair and hit him. He's had two opportunities to hit Cody and then like, no, I probably shouldn't do that. But he's thinking about it. That's heel. Cody, on the other hand, is oblivious to the fact that he's doing shit that is like counter to what his original missions have been. Like you helping the bloodline, even though it's Roman, like you helping the person that stole a WrestleMania main event from you. You're helping the person that it took the Avengers to beat at WrestleMania 40. Like, why would you help that person? He been screwing everybody over for 4 years, including KO, like all these people. So I don't see it as that allows Cody to become a heel. I don't think Cody will be the heel on the other side of that.
So we can't have two heels. I think we're talking
No,
in
you
yeah, it's
could,
because
but I
because
think
like
I'm saying in that story he wouldn't be the heel.
yeah,
He's gonna
we're
get
not
sympathy because he's not paying attention to KO.
we're not saying he will be the heel in that story. We're saying that's what causes the heel turn. He gets screwed over somehow, some way by Kevin Owens, which then again causes him to be like, you know what? I've been nice for too long. I got something for all y'all. I have to deal with the bloodline. They keep popping up every week trying to whoop my ass. Then the guy who I've been helping or who's supposed to be my guy turns around and hit me upside the head with a chair or whatever may be the case. Like
I
eventually
mean, they
that will
owe him
lead.
though.
You see what I'm saying?
I
So
mean, yeah. I mean, anybody
like
that's helped, honestly, everybody that's helped
He
Cody has
owes
gotten
Seth.
fucked up.
He owes Seth one. He owes KO. Well, I mean, he gave KO that one match, but he still kind of owe KO. He owed
Mm-hmm.
Randy one, and you saw Randy last month hinted
mhm.
towards
Mm-hmm.
it too.
Yeah.
Again, it looks like Cody is the person that you want to have sympathy for because he's not paying attention to the fact that they went through everything they went through to help him win that match. He owes Jay one too.
Yeah.
Jay speared his brother through a damn table.
Fact.
Off the stage.
Yeah, off a damn stage. So
He
he owe
also,
a lot of
yeah,
people.
yeah, that's true. Okay.
I
And
think that the
then,
Roman shit allows for him to make it shaky. Like if he turns on Roman, he don't got to hit Roman or anything. If he just left the match, like
mm,
Roman goes to tag and he's like, "Fuck out of here," and leaves. That's the beginning of his heel turn. He doesn't have to turn heel in that moment all the way. Like he can
mhm,
still go back because he'll have that match with KO. He has other matches lined up, but eventually, like that, his true side will reveal itself.
mm, okay. And then, I
And
mean,
not to move
the
before we move on.
yeah, yeah.
This you see what we're talking about right now? If you remember the first few shows that we had, I'm like the spontaneity is back. This is what I wanted. We don't know where the hell this shit gonna go. It's either
Right.
going he could
Mm-hmm.
possibly turn against Roman or he could get turned on by people in the background that he owes, whatever. And that's what I
Mm-hmm.
was talking about. Just 2, 3 years ago, before this whole bloodline thing, we pretty much knew where the matches was gonna go, who was gonna win, who was gonna lose,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. There's still some of that. We still kind of have an idea who's gonna win, who's gonna lose.
You can't fix all of it.
You can't fix all of it. But for a lot of the major matches, we're like, oh shit, we don't know
Mm.
where this is gonna go. So this is exactly what I was talking about. My fault. I just wanted to point
No,
that
no,
out.
you good.
No, that makes
You
sense.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I mean, the main was it the main event? The main event was the 6-man tag match, right?
Mm-hmm.
Between the Bloodline um
KO and Street Profits.
and Street Profits, right?
Yeah.
So typical stuff. I think that was a good match, and again, we spoke about the ending, but I want to talk about the beginning of SmackDown, when they had the Bloodline entering and it was getting patted down by security. And again, Jacob Fatu, they keep building Jacob Fatu as that nigga who decided, nah, fuck that. Nigga headbutt, super kicking everybody, tossing niggas over the fucking desk, and then say, who else want to pat down? Like,
Mhm.
I really think that, and we spoke about this the last few episodes, I believe. It's like, yo, they casted the wrong person to be the head of the table in this new bloodline. I feel like Jacob is clearly taking over Solo as the more popular person in the current bloodline. And I just it's either they can course correct by having no, not Solo, Jacob, kind of screw Solo over,
Mm-hmm.
or something, because I mean there's so much potential with Jacob. It's ridiculous. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there.
I think they underestimated like his recognition too. Like
Mm,
I don't think they thought that people were gonna really know who he was and be tapped into the work and shit. And even the
hmm
people who didn't know who he was, it was like the moment they seen him on TV, everybody looked him up. It was like, oh shit, nah, he
hmm
dumb nice, damn. He
his
doing this shit
resume.
WWE?
Mm-hmm. Like his highlight tape is crazy.
Yeah.
I,
You have
I
to
don't think
fish,
they
you
have
know.
the course. No, I don't think they have the course correct. I think it's doing exactly what they wanted to do. Solo is not liked. That's his job is to be a heel and be not liked. So I think it's doing what it's supposed to do. Yes, I see where you're coming from with your point. Like I agree to a certain extent. Like, oh shit, his his work, not work, his presence is, or what the young kids like to say, aura is way more overcoming and brighter than Solo. Like he has this
Mm-hmm.
presence about him where it's like, shit, who is this guy? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I believe Solo's doing the right thing. Like he's the heel. You don't like him. That's what you got him there for. Now I do feel like some of the ways that they booked Solo, like making him like they kind of depowered him. Because remember, Solo was built as this guy that was taking people
You
out,
talking about
and then
before he became the tribal chief?
or as he became the tribal chief, they depowered him. Like he needed help to win. They like
I
certain
mean,
shit.
Roman
Remember,
did
he was
too.
the yeah, but that's the point. Like that's why I feel like how can I say? Let me get my points together. That's how I feel like Fatu kind of came into that lore like that. You depowered him so much where you got this guy with this overwhelming presence coming in, and people was like, "Nah, this guy should screw him over now because we know he clearly can't beat Fatu the way how he's moving." Remember, Solo was that enforcer at first. He used to come in, he used to help matches. Of course, yeah, every now and then he'll get Sonic rings knocked out of him. He's human. You know what I'm saying? Especially like a WrestleMania or when he
Mm-hmm.
when he jumped in to help and shit happens. That didn't depower him at all. You know what I'm saying? It was when he became the tribal chief and then he needed help to win matches and he couldn't win on his own and shit like that is what depowered him. And then you inserted Fatu. So I feel like they just have to keep going where they're going. Solo, I think the thing that will help Solo if he brings a little bit more of his attitude to his mic work.
Mm.
Because if
I
you
ain't gonna
know
hold
his
you.
last,
I think he a lost cause.
you think he lost cause?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Shit.
I'm with Trey. I think that again, I think that they underestimated. I think they underestimated it, and then when Jacob Fatu came into the fold before he even debuted, they realized like, nah, he like you said, he got an aura. We
Mm-hmm.
might have fucked up, but we're too far down the road to change the story now. So we're
Mm-hmm.
gonna debut son because we like he signed the day after the day before night one of WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
So the rumor was the whole time we was in Philly, he was in Philly too. Like he was at
Mm-hmm.
WrestleMania that he was going to debut. Now ultimately the person that got to debut that week was Tamatonga, which was another surprise because he had been signed
Mm-hmm.
since February. So like they had been planning this out for a long period of time. I think that they thought Solo's already established in WWE, so he's a real star. So we're gonna go with Solo, not knowing that they could bring in somebody who was even more impactful. Like even the stuff you talking about when Solo was an enforcer, he was never scary like this dude.
Yeah,
Right.
he's this
That
is
was
a
a
different
point I was
level.
gonna bring up.
This is a
He
different
Yeah,
was
that
level,
was a
never
bro.
point.
scary like this.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
so, I think they underestimated it, and now they so far down the road, and even like it makes sense to from the turn because he doing the whole "I love you, my tribe," like he doing all that, the praying right
Mm-hmm.
next to him instead of getting into the fights, like crazy. Like he's playing the character perfectly,
Mm-hmm.
but
Solo.
like he doing his thing, but it's just not. Solo just I don't even know that he's weak, bro. It's just that Jacob Fatu is that good.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's
For
that good. Like he's good enough now. And I think I said this shit last week. I might not have said it on the pod though. He's good enough now. I'd rather see him and Roman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get a
well,
better
they
match.
hinting that. They hinting that. You
That's
seen
gonna
that like
happen at some
yeah,
point.
at
No, but
some
I'm talking
point
about
it's
at
gonna happen.
WrestleMania. I'm not talking about at.
Oh, over.
I'd rather
Okay.
see because that match is gonna be so crazy. He's gonna make Roman look amazing. At the end, we're gonna be like, damn, Roman 5 stars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But for storytelling purposes, I'm cool with Solo like that because if The Rock is inserted back,
Yeah,
supposedly,
but what if we don't
like
get The Rock as the real leader? Then I'm gonna be like, this shit was. Then you waste like we should never have Solo.
then that's a different conversation. I totally agree, and then we can cross that bridge when it happens. But if The Rock is going to be inserted back,
Mm-hmm.
then it would make sense to have Solo because I wouldn't want to have this overwhelming force of 5'2" being overseen by The Rock, and I
Oh
feel
yeah,
like that would
I'm
take
not
from it.
arguing for
So
I'm not arguing
yeah,
for him to be tribal chief. I'm just saying that they shouldn't. If Solo is going to be tribal chief of one of the two bloodlines, well, Jacob Fatu shouldn't be on. He shouldn't be on his team. He shouldn't be on his
Mm.
team. Like it's like when James Harden was like, "Yeah, I'm about to go to the Sixers. Me and B, we about to mesh," and then he got there like, "Oh, so wait, he the star? Because I won an MVP already. Like he the
Hmm.
star?" And then realize, "Yeah, I'm out of here. Y'all want preferential treatment for him? Like I'm out."
Got you.
So I would have kept him. I would have just debuted him with Roman like as Roman's first level of support, like how Roman is set up right now. I would have had him come out to help Roman, and people are, oh shit, damn, because they already blurred the lines with the family because Tamatonga, Tungalo are not in their family.
Mm. That's true.
They not in their family, so you could have dropped Hikaleo. Could have came out, so they could have used all three of Haku's sons. They could have been with Solo. He had his own bloodline, and then Roman could have been like, "Yo, they not your family though.
Mm.
Like me, Jacob, Jimmy, we like Jay, we your family."
Yeah, but they're probably not going. Yeah, that
Well, they
probably
yeah,
went
wouldn't
too
work.
far. They already went too
yeah, it's
far.
too. Yeah, they went to they.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll see. We'll see where it goes. We'll see where, like, because the Rock is injected back in. It's like, all right, cool. Now we know that that story's going to
Mm.
play out, and then Fatu could have his own run. They could somehow work that out. It'll be an easier workout for him to have his own run, which is what everybody wants to see at this point. You know what I
You
mean?
would want him to break away from the bloodline?
Because the story about to end, I'm sure going between the end of this year, going into WrestleMania, is probably going to end to some degree. So it's like, yeah, bro, look what he doing. You telling me you don't want to see this guy do some shit?
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
definitely want him to break away from the bloodline. I just don't see that happening anytime soon. Like I don't think that story ends until WrestleMania, the earliest. I think
yeah.
that Survivor Series makes this like it's like brand new beginning of the story.
Yeah, because great point. Because I feel like
Mm.
with Cody, I mean with yeah, Roman and Cody teaming up, this just sets up The Rock to come back
Yeah,
because The Rock hates Cody and he's gonna look at Roman like, yo, what are you doing teaming up with this dude? Like he beat you at WrestleMania. What are you doing teaming up with this nigga?
And that's gonna be fire.
hmm
Like
And
that's
and
and
gonna
that
be.
The
brings
Rock owes Roman for that spear.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
He speared the
They
shit out of
highlighted
him.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that's gonna
This
be
this
fire.
this sets up The Rock. I think The Rock is coming back very soon. I think he's gonna
And
be
we
pulling up very, very soon.
He
We're
might be
gonna
in
get a Twitter
Atlanta.
video. We're gonna get a Twitter video
Nah, them
by
shit be
next
dumb
week.
long.
He be making
I'm
them 30
good.
minute 20 but I'm with it though. We
Shit
gonna
be dumb.
get
My
You're gonna
son be
get a
cutting promos on one person for 30 minutes. Like,
He
that's
gonna
what I'm
call Roman a
talking about.
straight up bitch. That's what he's gonna say. He gonna call Roman a straight up bitch.
And
Hey,
I'm
it's
buying
bitch.
gonna be
tickets.
crazy.
He going
You
to
gonna see
Atlanta.
me in Atlanta like
Uh,
Oh man. All right. Bet.
Vancouver
So
sound
yeah.
fire though.
Oh
the
For
yeah, that's
Survivor
co-main
Series.
event.
Survivor Series does sound fire though.
Mhm.
I bet. So that's it for the weekly shows. We're gonna move on to a little fantasy our discussion, which is pretty much fantasy 101 matches. Now, we saw this. Shout outs to everything pro wrestling on IG. We saw this on their page and we just had to talk about it. So it's pretty much Attitude Era versus Modern Era. And there's a list of matches here. I just want to, we'll run down each match and see, who we think will win. Now, in looking in this match, and Drew brought it up, it's like we already got one of them. One of them already
We
happened.
did. We did get one of them.
Yeah.
We might get
But
two.
exactly.
It's looking like
But
two.
but I think the one of the things I want to talk about, even though with the match already happened, is like these people in their prime. So especially with the Attitude Era people in their prime versus these modern era people in their prime. So we'll start off with the one that everyone has been wanting to have ever since last year's WrestleMania. It's a Rock versus Roman Reigns. Who do you think, again, top of their game?
Hmm.
Who's winning that match? Rock
I
versus
think
Roman.
if they both in a prime, right?
Hmm.
If they both in a prime, I feel like just off the strength that Roman is younger, I think The Rock will put him over.
Hmm.
But to make like similar to what Hogan and The Rock did,
Hmm.
like he put The Rock over, but it ultimately is going to end up helping The Rock
Okay.
in some sort of way. But I see The Rock being gracious enough, like, yo, this is what's best for my cousin. This is gonna make him a star, like a true star, which I think is gonna happen if they do wrestle each other next year. Like I think
Hmm.
he's gonna put Roman over and make Roman a real star, and then he gonna, I mean, go. That's gonna be the end. Maybe he'll come back here and there because he's on the board, but I see him trying to help Roman in that way. They'd have a fire
Hmm.
match though, like Prime
Yeah.
Rock doing the kip ups and all that shit.
Yeah.
They'd have a
Yeah.
fire match. He
Yeah.
can,
I'll
probably can't do
probably
that shit at 300 pounds.
Hmm.
I'll probably
That's fun.
would still go with the Rock on this one. Just and again, I'm looking at it, and I like the angle that you took
Mm.
with that as far as like the Rock putting Roman over. But I'm just talking about if they just straight up rumbling, they fighting. I'm still probably go with the Rock in his prime versus Roman in his prime because I just feel like Rock got a lot more moves in his bag, has a deeper bag essentially
Mm.
than Roman. So I
Agreed.
feel like The Rock will probably win that one. What you got, HB?
I agree. I think like, yeah, Prime Rock definitely had a deeper bag. Like he was
Mm,
doing kip ups, he was rock bottoming people through tables and shit. Like he was doing all kinds of different stuff. I'm not saying he was the most athletic, but he was definitely athletic more than Roman for sure. He was
true.
he was able to move.
Mm,
Roman does have like maybe four moves. You know what I'm saying? He's on that
mm,
Randy Orton.
I feel like he's methodical though. It's not that Roman's not athletic. I think he's athletic, but he goes at a certain pace
mm,
for the most part. Like he don't like he's never. It's like you just said with Randy. Randy athletic, but like he's doing shit at a certain pace to make it look a certain way.
hmm
Yeah,
Yeah, because Randy did used to have a deep bag, and then he just
we
eliminated through
kept
three,
getting
four
hurt.
moves. Yeah, so uh, that's true. Like Roman right now got three, four moves. It's like, I mean, at this point we want to see something. We got to see a little bit more. Like at least pay-per-view time, bring out some shit. Bring out two or three moves. Like show us that you have more variety, so we can be like, oh shit, all right, what else you can do? What's gonna happen when he actually? Because now that you're not wrestling as much as you used to, you should be busting out some shit a little bit more often now. Like you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So, but right now I'll give it to The Rock. I think in their prime, The Rock.
Hmm.
mm. All right. So the next one on that list is something that we already got at 30 WrestleMania 30, the one in Dallas. Can't remember the number on that one.
38, I think.
Those, yeah,
38, 38.
38. Yeah, 38. That's when Cody came back. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Um,
38.
and we have Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Kevin
That shit
Owens.
was
Stunner,
fire.
Stunner versus Stunner.
I got that
Um,
shirt. That shit was tough.
so um who you got on that on Drew again prime? I mean again, both wrestlers in their
In
prime.
a prime, I'm gonna go with Austin in a prime,
Hmm.
but they delivered that time. So like I could
Right.
only imagine the match they would have had if Austin could take bumps and shit.
Hmm.
Like I definitely would go Austin, and just like a Austin win is like an automatic. The thought of Austin win is automatic. Like put butts in the seats.
Absolutely.
Like he just sells. So yeah, I would go Austin. KO would definitely have to do some fire shit in the match, but yeah, Stone Cold probably wild out. He probably drink
Yeah.
like then he drank like 20 beers in that match. Shit, I forgot.
That shit was fire.
He was he was fucking the fuck
That shit
out.
was fire.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll take Stone Cold on this one. Again, for all the same reasons Drew said, like literally just that would be a fire match. And again,
Hmm.
they already gave us a fire match. So in their prime, it will be one of those
He
top,
was dumb old too.
yeah. But still taking
Taking
bumps though.
bumps
Taking
Couple. He's
bumps.
a couple. He's a couple.
Couple
More
bumps.
than I expected.
outside of the ring versus
Yeah, that's
Tupac.
Right.
bugging.
Taking bumps. Taking.
Hell no.
I say both. I
Huh?
said like. I mean, I
It's a
would have to
draw?
go with both. It's a draw for me because it's like. Let me tell you why.
Mm,
Let me tell you why.
okay.
And I'm a Stone Cold guy. I'm really saying Stone Cold would win, but I wouldn't be mad if KO won.
Hmm.
Like, but I'm
Mm,
going with Stone Cold. But let me give you my explanation. I feel like KO does so much to bring the matches on. Like he takes crazy bumps. He's a hell of a worker. He's doing high flying moves, power moves, different shit. So like, although I feel like Stone Cold will win in his prime because he was a little bit, he's way more mobile than how he is when we seen him the first time. Talk way more shit, catching way more bears, going crazy. I feel like if KO was to win, that would just make their next match even bigger if they was to do a rematch. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
Like,
okay.
but I'm going. That's why I said both. But I'm going with Stone Cold.
Hmm.
I bet. So it's pretty much a clear cut. Yeah, we all feel. Yeah, I bet.
I
All
feel
right, so
biased
then
though because he's
I
from the
mean,
attitude.
hey, listen. So far, Attitude Era is up to nothing right now. Next, we have the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels versus Seth freaking Rollins.
That's tough.
That's a tough one. That's a tough
Dang.
one.
Dang. I feel like I'm like watching them is like looking in the mirror.
Hmm.
They both wild athletic. They both do some high flying moves. They both could do a couple of power moves. Seth could do more because he's like a CrossFit dude, I think. And yeah, damn. And the work rate, Shawn Michaels is working today's work rate in the 90s.
Right.
So, damn, I'm gonna go
Mm,
with Seth just to be like the contrarian because like I went with Roman. Like I think Shawn Michaels in the same way would want to put Seth over to
mm,
like establish like if he had a win against Shawn Michaels, then now he's Hall of Famer
right.
automatically. Same with like Roman beats The Rock, automatic Hall of Famer.
Okay.
Y'all
Ooh.
gonna hate me. We can't say
Match gonna
draw.
be crazy. Yeah, nah, bro, nah, hell no. You
Nah.
gotta drink this. It's about to turn into drink champs. You every time you say draw, you gotta drink.
I didn't pick a draw yet. I was like, I picked Stone Cold on the last one. I feel like this one is
Oh, okay.
truly. If there's, I remember I said I'm going with Stone Cold, but I can see if Kevin Owens. This one is truly a draw. Like you
Can't be,
can't.
bro. You gotta pick one. You gotta pick
Damn.
one.
Like if there's
You
a real
know,
draw, this one is
yeah.
truly a draw. But if I gotta pick one, shit. Oh. ah. Damn.
At least the next one easier.
Yeah.
Facts. Um. Shit. You know what? I'm going with Seth. And let me tell. I went with Seth because what he did the WrestleMania that just happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what put him over for me. Like right there.
Mm, okay.
That right there. If it wasn't for
I'm
that, I was going with Sean.
I'm gonna go with Seth. And I'm thinking again, Seth in his prime versus Shawn Michaels in his prime. I gotta go with Seth. I just think again, Seth, again, no disrespect to Shawn Michaels. He's a legend.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
fact, yeah.
I just have to go with Seth. Seth is nice. He's nice. And I agree with Drew. It's like picking the same character in the WWE 2K game. It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
it's
you
just a
playing Seth
different,
Rollins? Yeah,
yeah,
just a
it's just a
different
different
era.
era. Yeah.
So yeah, I gotta go with Seth Rollins on this one. Damn, that's tough though. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Um, the
You
next
know what
one
would be dope
here,
for those two though? If
mm,
they was the last two in a Raw Rumble in they prime. They'd have like a 30-minute match to end the Royal Rumble.
facts, facts. But remember, we still got to stick with the super kick being a finisher, not just a
Oh yeah, nah. When
Yeah,
Sean do it, it's a finisher.
yeah,
When Seth do it, it's a move.
right.
And it's different when Sean do it. You feel like
Mhm.
you can see like they neck about to pop off when he
Yeah,
does
because he
that.
really was kicking motherfuckers. Like
He's kicking for real. He's really kicking people. So I'm
he was
like,
doing like Jacob did last night.
Yo.
Jacob is the only one that got the closest to the super kick I have ever seen in my life. So. Like you can't when you see him do, you're like, oh shit, that's a sweet chin
Mhm.
music. Like shit different.
All right.
Disrespect.
Yeah, all right. So the next one we got is Kurt Angle versus Chad Gable.
Kurt Angle. I don't even got to say nothing else.
Perk angle.
Kurt Angle.
He's getting
Yeah,
right to it. Kurt.
yeah. I'm going Kurt.
Yeah,
I'm
Kurt
going
Angle.
Kurt
Sorry,
Angle.
Chad Gable. I know
Sorry,
you was
Chad.
an Olympic wrestler as well, but you ain't win the gold medal with a broken freaking neck. So
Right.
we
And
go with
just
Kurt.
yeah, you're not seeing Kurt
You're not
in
off the
his prime.
pill. You gotta be off the pill.
Yeah, get off them perks.
Get on the
Perk
perks.
30s.
Get on the perks, and then we're gonna have a perk Gable, and then I'm gonna be right there. Like,
Yeah, maybe you'll stop losing to Uncle Howdy. You get on them perks.
yeah, that's a
Mm,
fact.
mm. All right, so
Yo,
this one
this is
here,
crazy.
this is a tough one, and I'm very interested to hear Shanora's
It's not
take on
tough.
this. I think
It's not
so.
tough.
And you got the Hardy Boys versus the Usos. Be the ones over here, but
I'll let you know go first. I know what he's gonna
yes,
say.
yeah.
Yeah, it's shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. First of all, play my song when this shit come up. Play my fully loaded theme when this shit come up. Please put that shit on the video when this shit come up. I'm going with the Hardy Boys. Team Extreme. I do the dance every time the song come on. Motherfucker, I was Swanton bombing back in the day, people. Like, I
Bugging.
probably can't do it no more, but I was dead doing that shit.
Now you can. You see how Jeff be doing it now. Motherfucker be dropping his whole body.
He just flips. He just go
Yo.
land.
He gonna get the, but like, yeah, no, it's the Hardy Boys. I mean, they gave us some crazy ass matches. They were doing
Mhm.
extreme matches. They were part of some of the most fire storylines with the Dudley Boys, Edge and Christian and them. When they came in, they was out here wrestling in like bowling shoes and shit. I'll never forget that shit. They was out here going crazy. I ain't never
And
seen shit. You
parachute
got
pants
two parachute pants. You got
with
two
see-through
southern.
lace shirts.
See, yeah, it was wild. It was on their print shit.
Mad kinky.
Little, you got two southern down black white boys doing flips and shit,
Right.
like
There was
going
nothing black
crazy.
about them.
You hear how they talk? They sound country to me, but
Yeah, they
They from
sound
North
country, but
Carolina.
bro, there wasn't nothing. They had parachute pants on, bowling shoes, and see-through shirts. Boy, they was wild. Yo, I ain't know whether they was gonna shoot their school up after Raw,
Oh,
son. Like they was wilding.
oh, he's wilding.
yeah.
They was
We're going
insane.
viral. We're going viral off of that. But
Oh wow. Yeah. All right.
yeah, nah.
They legends though. Hall of
They were
Famers.
doing shit I have never seen on that
That's
kind
a
of
fact.
level, and their matches, even when they wasn't booked as like main event matches, people were tuning in to watching matches like was main event. They gave us some of them, the Dudley Boys, Edge and Christian. They was out here wilding, so I'm going with the Hardy Boys. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I gotta take the Usos. I ain't gonna hold you. They might be the ghosts of tag team wrestling in WWE. Motherfuckers is dumb talented. Yeah, you can make all the faces you want. They dumb talented. It's not. It don't take nothing away from the Hardy Boys, but I think it's the Usos in their prime, especially in the run with the Bloodline, was basically unstoppable. And they wasn't Roman wasn't coming out to help them win matches the way they was coming out to help him. They was scraping
Mhm.
motherfuckers for 2 years. So I got to go with them. Plus, I think there's something to the fact that they got to see that attitude era and be able to take stuff from that for like later on.
Okay.
They have their shot
Um.
now
For what?
with Netflix going to. I mean, with WWE going to Netflix. they have their shot to do
Oh, I see
more
what you're
shit,
saying.
like to like
Oh
push the
yeah, yeah.
envelope a little because now they don't have to
I thought you was talking
compete.
about the
Yeah,
match. I'm great. Jeff Hardy look like he just like ate mad sodium. Mal Hardy looked
yeah,
like he disabled. Like, nah, we don't even. They don't need to get in the ring wrestling the Usos now. The Usos is too much in their prime now to
yeah,
be
yeah, yeah.
wrestling them,
Yeah, the
and the
Hardys
Hardy's
had their
too
run.
far away. Yeah,
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, I feel you. All right, so I got the Usos for this one. And my reasons that with the Usos, I feel like they could win or like they're they could win any type of match
mm.
in a tag match. You know what I'm saying? Where I feel like the Hardy Boys, like they shine in Extreme Rules or ladder matches
Like
or
TLC match.
like TLC type, like those type of
Mm.
not gimmick matches, but I feel like they shine in those type of matches with the Usos. They could shine in a regular old tag team, like traditional tag team match. They'll be, give a fire match. I'm not saying that the Hardy Boys won't give a fire match in a regular match. I'm just saying that to me, the Hardy Boys, when I think of the Hardy Boys, I think of TLC matches, think of
Mm-hmm.
ladder matches. When I think of the Usos, I'm thinking any type of match you put them in,
Hell in a
they're gonna
Cell.
shine.
Mm.
Yeah, they're gonna shine, in my opinion.
We know what's
I'll give you
crazy
this
though?
though.
They never
Oh,
won a
go for it.
TLC match,
That's crazy.
and they've never won a tag team ladder match.
Mm,
But they're
okay.
known as the team. Like they're known for ladders. Like that's they shit. But they've never won that match, and that's insane. I don't know if Vince was doing that on purpose. Like I don't know why they never won, but like they never won none of those matches. They've won ladder matches as single stars, but never as a tag team.
I'll give you this though. I feel like what I would give the Usos over them. I'm not saying Usos is not. They're legendary. You know what I'm saying? I just have my opinion. I have the Hardys over
That's
them.
yeah, that's your goat.
Yeah, but what I would give Usos the credit for is they can. Their acting and stories are like very fire. Like they know how to bring a story along, especially if you really trust them and let them off the leash a little bit. They know how to bring the dramaticness into a story and shit like that, or the comedic presence in the story. Like they really know how to bring a story along on all parts.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Mm.
give them that.
All right,
That
but
they probably have over the Hardys. Yeah.
all right, cool. All right, the next one we have Triple H, the Game versus Drew McIntyre.
This tough, but it's not. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. It's tough, but it's prime Triple H.
Yeah,
Oh shit. Mm, I
Prime
was a
Triple
hated
H.
motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. I was a hated motherfucker.
That son of a bitch.
Yeah. He married somebody's daughter when she was drugged. That shit was insane. That shit aged bad.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Damn.
I'm going Drew.
Hold on, dude. He got DX?
What the
I'm
question is,
saying
when
like
do you consider his
prime
prime?
one night he had a run. I would argue like between 99 to like '03.
Okay.
He had like a run where he was injured for a year, but outside of that, he was him. And at the same time, Stone Cold was him. The Rock was
Mm-hmm.
him. Taker came back. He was riding motorcycles and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like all four of them, I would say they was on a
hmm
run. He had DX at one point because I remember Stone Cold dropped the metal beam on top of the DX Express on Smackdown one time.
Mm-hmm.
If he
Okay.
got DX, I ain't gonna hold you Drew dead because they jump in.
Right. Right. Okay.
That's why I asked if he got DX, then it's because he a dead cheat. Like let's not get it crazy.
Yeah, Triple H. Yeah, absolutely.
But Drew
Then
would
yeah,
too, though.
he not like him, son. He was
Well,
the
Triple H is
sledgehammer.
the ultimate. Triple H is the ultimate cheater. And we know that. But I feel like Drew. Sometimes I feel like Drew could.
Drew ruthless.
If you,
He
he's
ruthless.
ruthless. So if you're talking about moveset, Drew has a better moveset. Drew's more athletic. Drew is cunning. Drew is an asshole, as we see. Like, like Drew makes a great heel. Now I feel like if we want to go compare this to like the Hardy Boys and the Usos, Drew don't have that rated mature, rated 17 uh
Mm-hmm.
uh
Mm-hmm.
shit that he can actually go through and actually go further with his
We ain't
character.
see it yet. We ain't see it
We
yet.
ain't see it yet.
Yeah.
And if he does get that leeway, who knows
Oh,
where
I'm
he'll
sure he
be next.
will. Yeah.
Because he's already blurring the lines now. He's meeting up with other wrestlers that CM Punk had beef with. He's saying crazy shit on Twitter.
Son, he put him in the
Like,
hospital, what, 2 times this
yeah.
year?
So that's why I'm saying Drew. Yeah, we know Triple H will hit you with a sledgehammer and cheat to win. So we know that's a given. I just feel like Drew, at this point in time, with the restrictions he has, we could already see him matching Triple H's wit. So imagine if he gets that rated 17.
I can't agree with that. He's the game. He's ahead of the game. Like, nah, he ain't matching his wits. Now, is Drew ruthless? Do we got better moves than him? For sure. No question. But I think I'm gonna have to go with Triple H because they did jump in, respectfully. DX is pulling up, or if he still got China with him, or Stephanie gonna pull some bullshit. Vince was with him at some point too, which is like the ultimate extra cheat. Like, nah, yeah, Triple H cheating, he winning.
Okay. I'm actually going to say Drew. Triple H getting his head kicked off quick. His head's getting kicked off quick. He's not. So I'm gonna choose Drew.
Back to Connecticut.
Just based off again how athletic he is. He's like he athletic freak. He would kick his head off. I'm not saying. I'm saying that
he be missing that shit though. He do be missing that shit. Yeah. And if he missed, that sledgehammer hitting him right in the head.
Oh, that's true.
Hitting him in the head.
But
I could go either way with it. I think I'm going with Triple H off the fact that at that time in them too early, he was jumping everybody.
Yeah.
He was worse than the bloodline, bro. He was jumping everybody. There was no fair one.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna choose Drew on this one here. All right. So the last one on this list here is Kane and
they
Braun.
prom?
Yeah.
And they prom. Damn. I don't know.
Braun Strowman.
And they prom? When's Kane prom?
When he had that theme song with the guy going crazy.
That was after. Nah. That was after. No.
Like,
you took what the white boy singing?
When the white boy was singing like that. That's the white boy.
Bro, he took his mask off after that too. Nah.
Nigga, I would too. You want to hear this motherfucker singing? like, oh.
Hell, nah.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. I would say Kane's prime is the best way I could think about it is his attire when he was wearing the tank top, not the one with the full sleeve and the sleeve off, like kind of how I got this shit, but when he had like the tank top type shit.
Yeah, that's what Chanel talking about.
Oh,
he had the white boy singing.
But he had the mask on.
He had the mask, but then at some point he took it off.
Okay.
When he was with Robbie and Dan, remember they had that match, and then they lost, so then he took the mask off and shit. He had that bum. The lyrics was fire. The song was trash though. I don't even know what that dude was saying, but it was fire.
That shit was. That's all you need to know. That shit was fire, son. Like, come on, son.
Yeah, that's Trey. That's the same time with the tank top.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. All right. So then,
damn,
that's tough.
That's a tough.
Braun had a run. I ain't gonna hold you. Braun was bugging so much that Brock Lesnar had to snuff him in the match. Slow the fuck down.
Facts.
He need the shit out of Brock though. He need the shit out of him. Like, you seen the clip, yo? He need the shit out. You see, Brock was like, oh, like he had Brock dazed for a couple seconds. Like, what the fuck was that?
You said Brock was Tua?
Yo, he took the knee. You see Brock go like, oh shit, and then stood up immediately. He like, F that, like, slow the fuck down. And you see Braun drop to one knee, like, oh,
Oh shit, that was a receipt.
So, yep.
Oh, that's tough.
Damn,
This one, I don't know why this one is tough, but I really can't pick a winner out of this one.
damn,
I'm
son.
going with Kane. It's tough, and this pick is probably gonna make me seem biased, but I think I'm going with Kane. I'm going with Kane. He was in more interesting storylines. He had a crazy lore coming up. Like, dude, oh, he's
I
burnt.
mean, the
He had the
times is
thing.
different though, bro. Like, hell yeah, the storylines is better. Like,
Shit
look
was
at the bum
crazy.
ass shit Braun had to do.
That's a fact. That's why I said this is gonna make
Minus
me
that
seem
Alexa Bliss
biased.
shit. Minus that.
hmm That,
Hmm.
that's why I had to say, like, I feel like this is gonna make me biased. I'm going with Kane because
Mm.
Braun is just now starting to get some fire shit between him and Brunson Reed.
Now he
Like,
had
you
that
know what I'm saying?
Roman run. Remember him and Roman was going back and forth.
Mm.
That shit was fire. Remember he flipped the truck. He was he had a stretch. He was bugging the fuck out.
Hmm.
Damn, I don't know. I felt like
Oh,
Braun was super underrated during his prime.
Hmm.
can I take a step back?
Uh-oh.
That's it. The reason why I picked Drew too is because he was beating the shit out of Brock Lesnar every time he had the chance. When everybody was shook
Mm.
of Brock Lesnar, he would just come down, kick his head off, and go about his business. Like he wasn't scared of Brock. So that's why I picked Drew too. All right, so going back to this.
Okay, man.
Yeah, my fault. That
Got
just
you.
popped in my head.
I
But
think I'm gonna go with Kane.
Hmm.
Something is telling me I should be going with Braun, but I'm gonna go with Kane off the strength that he had one of the greatest debuts of all time. And my
Hmm.
son prime started when he ripped the door down. Like how your prime start when you start your career. So I'll give him that. But Braun definitely that's gonna be is what JR used to say, a barn burner.
Right.
Yeah, like that's gonna be one of them ones.
Mhm.
I think we gotta give him time. Like, let's see what he does now, and then we can. I'm going with Kane, but if anybody wants to revisit it, I said let's
Mm.
give Braun some time and see
He
what
talented.
he did. Yeah,
Yeah, he
because
Mhm.
talented.
we know he's talented, but he never got the storylines or the matches that we could be like, oh shit, now we're going with Braun and shit like that.
I mean, he was champion longer than Kane.
Chain wasn't Kane like multiple time champion though?
No.
That he was
One
WWE
time
champion one
for,
time
for
for
one
one
day.
day. Yeah, it was the first
Yeah,
blood
bro.
match, and Vince McMahon screwed Stone. That's when Vince was just doing shit, bro. He was just doing shit, and then Stone Cold won it back the next night. It was dumb.
Yeah,
He
it
won the
was
world
wild.
championship before though,
Yeah, he did.
and then his brother came back and beat the shit out
Right.
of him.
I'm gonna choose Kane on this one.
Hmm.
Because to Chanel's point, his storylines from like, and to your point too, Drew, his debut fire. His feud with the Undertaker was fire. Like yeah,
Literally,
everything.
literally fire.
Yeah. So I mean, this man had infernal matches, bro.
Hmm
He
You
had
can't
infernal
pay me
matches.
enough.
Like, come on now. All the buried alive matches or casket matches, like, bro, this man, nah, Kane was that guy. I'm gonna have to choose Kane on this one.
Don't he still got the record?
I think
Uh-uh.
so.
No, Brock. Brock broke the Royal Rumble record that Kane had for the most eliminations and won.
Hmm.
Brock went and broke that shit. I forgot. That's another notch for Drew McIntyre.
Okay. All right. All right, cool. That was good. I think you got some good picks there. Um, it wasn't just one clear cut winner on whether it
Mm.
be attitude or modern era. I bet. Next, we're gonna move on to our top five shit. This week we're gonna do top five high flyers. All right, these are the the wrestlers that just like take it to the air and feed. You know what I mean? So I can start off in no particular order. I got Rey Mysterio, Jeff Hardy, Rob Van
Mm.
Dam, Every time Chanel laughs, I feel like I just take one of his picks every single time.
You took everyone
Anytime.
in his picks. So you took. You said
Oh
Rey
damn.
Mysterio, Jeff Hardy, Rob Van Dam. Who?
Oh. And then who have see? I'm trying to think of these off the top. Um. hmm, I'll say Eddie
Okay. Yep.
Guerrero,
Yep.
and the last one I'm going to probably say Sin Cara.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say
Okay.
Sin Cara. I'll say Sin Cara for my last
This is the
one.
only top five he ever gonna make on this show.
Yeah, damn, it's crazy.
But
Oh
Wow.
damn! I just forgot
so
about
no, you got yours. I got mine.
yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. No particular order. Fucking
Hmm.
AJ Styles, man. Come on. I don't know how motherfuckers forgot about AJ Styles. That motherfucker's a beast. Then I'm gonna go Ricochet.
Bitch.
Then after Ricochet, I gotta have Rob Van Dam. He a fucking legend.
Hmm.
Him. So I got AJ, Ricochet, RVD. Oh, the next person is Owen Hart. Because I don't even think
Hmm.
motherfuckers even doing some of this shit if my dogs
Hmm.
don't do it before them. So I gotta go
Hmm.
Owen Hart. And then last but not least, I'ma probably go with Jericho.
Ooh.
I'm going first on these next top five. I don't like when people keep stealing my shit. Like they just stole like my shit and my backups, the shit that I was thinking like, all right, if they
He had
say this, I'm gonna
15 and
say this
everybody
guy.
used them.
No,
I
Like,
mean,
yeah,
facts.
we both have me and Trey both have Robbie and Dan. I don't know how AJ Styles got left out of Trey shit or Ricochet, but
That Ricochet won't fuck me up. I ain't gonna hold
yeah,
you. That Ricochet should fuck me up.
shout out to Jeff
man.
Hardy though. He's my honorable mention. But
Hmm.
Damn, you gonna have Jeff Hart in? Damn, that's
bro,
crazy.
you saying that like the people I said wasn't putting in work.
All right, shit. I
I bet you I
mean,
can name Shanor list.
you want to try? Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. Billy Kidman. Um,
I'm done. I'm done.
Billy
I'm done. That was the first. That was on
Kidman.
my mama. That was the first person I was about to say. That
Billy
was the
Kidman.
first person I was about to say, son.
Ricochet. RVD. Jeff Hardy. And then probably Ray. That's probably his top five.
Hmm. Damn. You have to say it. That's crazy.
You could take Ray out for Chris Jericho, either one, but like one of those two, like
I ain't gonna lie. That's why I ain't say Billy Kidman. I'm like, yo, if I say Billy Kidman, he gonna flip this whole table, and he not gonna be on the show. So let me use. I got other ones in the tuck that I could use. But yeah, I
Hmm.
figured you. I knew Billy Kidman had to be in your top five because you be playing the theme song. Billy Kidman was nice.
that
Yeah.
He had
shooting
a
star press was different, son. My man's
yeah,
flipping
he had a trash
backwards
gimmick,
forward.
the little punk rock gimmick. That shit was trash. But he could
Hmm.
dead wrestle.
When he came, remember he came back brawling. He was
Yeah,
out here wilding.
he had a bad bitch. Oh yeah, Tori Wilson. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
he had a bad bitch with him. He was out here. Shout out to Billy Kimmon, wherever you at. Oh, he worked for WWE. Whatever you doing, bro, keep doing what you doing.
Word. Damn, that's crazy. Look, list of this whole shit though.
I mean, it ain't hard. Everybody on top, like high flying is my
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah,
Like,
but
yeah.
it just goes to show that we recognize greats. You know what I mean? We recognize greats.
Nah, that's a
Damn.
fact.
All right. Well, that went a lot quicker than I expected. So, all
Well,
right.
I think we took all the Shanoa Peoples. He only had Kidman left at this point.
yeah, I learned my lesson. You doing top five? I'm going first,
We
nigga.
going
All
first
right.
next
All
I'm
week.
right,
going
bet.
first.
Next week's top
Shit.
five. I got you. You're going first, bro.
I'm going first. If
All
I ain't
right.
going first, I ain't going. I ain't going. I'm not filming. Calling out sick.
Man.
Nah,
Calling out sick
no,
from the pod is
Fuck
crazy.
everybody. Fuck everybody.
literally, almost every week you see Chanel's. You just gotta look for Chanel's face when we do top fives. Cause you're like, this, oh, this,
Oh, all
every
right, Pete.
nah, you gotta peep. Almost every week, either one of us is taking
Damn.
somebody's that's on his list. or more than one, at the very least, two, wait, one or two. But yeah,
Y'all got an honorable mention?
I mean, you already listed my honorable mention. That should have been
What
on
was
my
that?
list. Ricochet.
Oh, Ricochet?
I she
Yeah, I don't know
actually
how
should
you
have been
forgot
on
about
it.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm wilding. You got an honorable mention? No, let me guess. He listed your honorable mention. So no, one second.
He
Say,
said he would have did Ray or Jericho, either one.
yeah,
Oh, sure.
I put what's on Neville Pop
Mm,
Pack whatever, something from
mm-hmm,
AEW. That motherfucker was nice in WWE.
mm-hmm. Okay.
Like the man that defies gravity, Neville.
Yeah,
And
yeah, I
then
got you.
what's the other dude? What's that? He got fired from WWE for smoking weed all the time.
talking about Matt Riddle.
No, not Matt Riddle. His real name is Matt. Also, it's Matt Seidel. Evan Bourne.
One of the craziest
That motherfucker was nice.
RKO's. Yeah, he got hit. Yeah,
The one that did
hit.
the shooting star press and got RKO'd into it.
Yeah,
He
yeah, he
was
was fire.
nice.
He was nice. Yeah, that's true. That's
That
true.
motherfucker was nice. I forgot
Yeah,
about him.
now I'm taking it. Now I feel like the host and card shit I might have to take back. But
Yeah, you was
now for
bugging the fuck out. You was bugging. Sin Cara is hype right now. He must watch this shit because there's no way that was product placement.
That's crazy.
Ain't no way he made a top 5
I mean,
on RNW.
You saying Trey
no.
taking cash apps now?
OD. Yo, listen. Next week's top 5, depending on what it is. You know what I mean? My cash app is Drew Bucks. Hit that shit. You know what I mean? If you're trying to get mentioned
Nah, chill. No, that's not the
on the
case.
pod,
I
because
mean, listen,
clearly
man, it's my
Sin
list.
Cara sent that cash app.
It's my list. Nah, yeah, I ain't
That
seen
shit
it.
couldn't have
I
been
ain't
more than
seen it.
$50 because he ain't getting no work these days.
That's
So
crazy.
Oh man. Excuse me. But all right, y'all. So that's it for this week's podcast. We appreciate y'all pulling up and watching it. Shout out to everybody. Church of Trust. True to God. HB bitch. Y'all be cool.